Hi, everyone. I wanted to thank you so much for coming on tonight. We have a great special for those of you listening. Tonight, you are actually going to have a chance to earn $100 cash or $200 in jewelry, and you will be able to know why at the end of this call. I want to thank you for coming on. I wanted to introduce myself first. My name is Lindsay Decker, and I am a senior leader with Premier Designs Jewelry. And I hope the jeweler that invited you on told you how much they love Premier as much as I do. And I'll get into that in a little bit, but I wanted to start by sharing along on the screen a little bit more about Premier. So Premier is a company that was formed to enrich lives. That was their main purpose. And their goal and purpose is to enrich every life that they touch. So how may we serve you? Premier Designs is an exciting opportunity which provides financial support, friendships, awards, and recognition, all while enriching the lives of others. So even though we sell high quality fashion jewelry, we think in terms of service and not sales. Premier has placed people before their profits for as long as they've been doing this, and they are now in their 32nd year in business. So that's great for everybody coming in because they know that Premier is stable and they're not going anywhere. Also, there are different reasons why people come into Premier. Most do come in for that extra income. Some of us come in to work from home, staying home with our children, also recognition, friendships. We have lots of recognition and awards, even when you do just a show or two a month. It's really great. Tax benefits is huge. We get to write off our business just as like we owned a business ourselves. And it puts fun in your life. We have opportunities to go on trips, opportunities to go to trainings, meet different people from further away. So it's really great to be in Premier. Now, why was Premier started? And from day one, our founders, Andy and Joan Horner, had 4 specific reasons for starting Premier Designs, and here they are. So we wanted opportunity for mothers to be able to stay at home more with their children. They wanted to provide encouragement and extra income for single moms. They wanted to provide a way for individuals to meet their financial needs. And they wanted to be a company that would support ministries in America and around the world. So really they're a company that stands by their integrity. And if you notice in the picture over here on the top is Andy and Joan Horner. And then underneath them is their son, Tim Horner and Peggy Horner, who are now the president. Tim Horner is now the president of the company. So you can trust in Premier. And why? Because we're a debt-free company. And like I said, we're a solid business. They've been a debt-free company since year 1. And they've been in business for 32 years. We are a member of the Direct Selling Association, the DSA. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau as well. Now, why jewelry? So there are a lot of companies that you can choose from out there. So why is jewelry something that you should choose? So number 1 is that it's the top selling gift item in the world. It's fun, it's easy to sell because all we have to do is wear our product, and it's very easy for us to sell it. We are a walking billboard when we do that. So there are also different jewelry companies out there. So why Premier Designs? So this is why. We love details and versatility. So we like to give the biggest bang for your buck. So you're going to find a lot of styles that you can wear in just one necklace. Our jewelry is high in fashion and it's easy on the budget, so there's something for everybody on there, especially when you're a hostess, you get it for free. And best of all, it's backed by our Golden Guarantee. And what's great about Premier's Golden Guarantee is that it covers all manufacturing defects within the first 60 days. So if you get your jewelry in and a clasp breaks or a stone is missing, that's okay, because all you have to do is send it to Premier, and Premier is going to send you a brand new piece, and you don't even have to pay for that. If it's after the first 60 days, what Premier will do, they'll still replace it for you, but they'll charge you a $5 service fee for doing it. So if that happens to you, you have quality in your product. So the easiest, Premier has the easiest marketing plan ever. So what this means is that from day one, jewelers get to make 50% of everything they sell. That's right. If a necklace is $40 and you sell it, you're getting $20. So, and you get paid right on the spot, which is great, because what happens is that your customers pay you and then you pay back Premier. So you don't have to wait for that commission check. So for example, if you were also to hold jewelry shows, which is the main way that jewelers make money in Premier, if you were to hold 4 jewelry shows totaling $500 each, so that would be $2,000 net sales, your gross profit would be $1,000. It's really simple structure that how you get paid, so it's very easy to follow. So the second way that we get money in Premier is when we share Premier. So when we realize how great this opportunity is and how much that it's helping our lives, then we want to be able to share it with other people so it can help their lives too. So what Premier does is gives 10% of 10% commission on what your downline makes. So what happens is that you get that 3 lines down. So you are there in the blue. You sponsor your friend Sarah in the pink. Sarah sponsors her friend Mary in the blue. And Mary in the blue sponsors her friend Stacy in the white. And now you up here get 10% from Sarah, 10% from Mary, and 10% from Stacy, and that doesn't take away from the profit that they're making as well. So as you can see, it's structured so that when that happens, you'll have a downline of 3 lines down, but also you'll have an upline of 3 lines up. So whomever has invited you on this call tonight, they have a Premier mom, which may be me, or a Premier grandma, which also I might be that as well, and then a Premier great grandma too. So you have 3 levels above you that are there to help you through your new business process, which is wonderful to have that support in Premier. And we call those levels your Premier daughter, granddaughter, and great-granddaughter. And just like I said before, your Premier mom, Premier grandma, and your Premier great-grandma. Now, how do we keep our business going? So what is great about Premier is that we give away the most free product out of any direct sales company. So it's the most beneficial home show that the hostess can have. They're getting a ton of free jewelry. So how do we do that? So first, our hostesses receive 30% of the show's total retail and free jewelry. They also have the opportunity to earn up to 8 items at half price. And they also have the opportunity to earn 2 $50 bonus gift cards. So one $50 gift card when they have their show on the original date, and they have $100 in outside orders. And the second is when 3 of their smart friends pencil in a date for a show to get free jewelry of their own. Now, we have a jeweler share for the free jewelry that we give away, but it's very minimal. So say for the 30% that you're giving your hostess, you have a jeweler share of $8 for that 30%, whether she's getting $100 in jewelry or $500 in jewelry, you just pay that flat $8 fee. And then for each of those 2 gift cards that I mentioned to you before, we have a $6 fee for each of them. So at the most, you're paying $20 jeweler share fee. So say if a show is $500, you're making $250. If they got both of the bonuses, then you're still bringing home $230. But if they got those outside orders, it's probably a little bit higher than that $500. And if they got you those free bookings, well, that's just money in your pocket that's coming soon. So that's worth that $6 for it. So, and you still get to bring home that $230, which is really what's great about Premier. And that is how we keep our business going. And this is your business, but you are definitely not alone in doing it. So I did talk earlier about how you have an upline that's 3 levels above you, but you also have sidelines and cousins and sisters and a whole group of family that is around you that's here for you to help you with your business. This was a picture that was taken at our regional rally, I think 2 years back. And just a few of us that are in the Jewel Dynasty, which is a family, our Premier family. So we get to go on exciting events, trainings, we have Facebook pages, so that way you never have to worry about not knowing what's going on. And we also have the Jewel Dynasty's webpage too, which gives us all the information that we need to know. So other reasons why Premier could be for you. Again, it's such a great company, but we also have no quotas. That's right. You could sell and 10 shows in 1 month and do 0 shows for the next 2 months and then do 2 shows another month. It doesn't matter how much you sell. Once you're in Premier, you can do whatever you want within that business year. There are no territories, so you can sell wherever you want. There's no inventory. The only inventory that we hold is our own jewelry that we can show, and there's no deliveries. Everything either gets shipped to the hostess or it gets shipped to the customer when they order it. So now, how do you get started in Premier? So what is great about this is Premier is an all-inclusive company, so there are no hidden fees throughout the year. So for all of that, you pay $395, and you're going to receive instant authorization to represent Premier Designs as an independent distributor, and you'll have access to all of the online resources and tools. All of the business supplies that you need to get started will also be in that. You'll also get services like monthly sales reports, filing of your state sales tax. So if you live in New York, which some of us do, the $395 you pay quarterly for that. So thank goodness that Premier takes care of all of that for us in that $395. We also have free ground shipping and handling and insurance on any of our personal orders that we make, and pre-packaging of orders for customers and hostesses. So everything has their name on it. So it's very easy for the hostess to sort them out. Plus, you're going to receive major discounts on startup jewelry samples. Now, after every year, so this time next year, you'll be able to renew, and our renewal fee actually goes down to $350, which is less than $1 a day. So what we do is we set aside funds through Premier's annual renewal savings program, or we also hold an anniversary show in our renewal month, and we use all of that money to pay off our renewal fee. So there's different ways that you can do that. Now, you can also build your jewelry collection. So what's going to happen is that you're going to sign up, and then you're going to have a training show with your Premier mom, the person who invited you to watch this. And then from that training show, you are going to get the cash because you're the jeweler. You're going to get the bookings because you're the jeweler, but you're going to get jewelry because you're also the hostess. But Premier does not stop there. They also offer you a boutique when you first come on. So I can't even get this price anymore. So this boutique it has all you need to know in this kit, which is right here on this screen. It includes over 30 best-selling pieces of classic, trendy, and versatile pieces, plus a carrying case, displays, and a tablecloth, and everything is valued for $1,300, and you only have to pay $475 for it, which is amazing. You can also do add-ons, which are like 65% off of the original retail. And then there's also, if you don't want to invest into that boutique at this point in time, you can also begin shopping at 50% off, because once you are a jeweler, you get to shop 50% off all the time, at least 50% off, I should say. So this is a great opportunity. When I came in, I had purchased the kit for $475 as well, and was able to pay off my startup fee and this kit within 2.5 shows. Again, working your business, you'll be able to do that. But most people can pay it off within 2 to 5 shows. But again, you get out there and get those sales, you'll be able to pay it off quicker. And what's great about Premier is that they also give us ways to get free jewelry all of the time. So I personally have never had to purchase a piece of jewelry since that kit, and that was almost 7 years ago. So how do you get started? So Premier takes cash, checks, credit cards. You also can pre-qualify for the Jeweler Rewards card, which is how I got into Premier. And I loved it because it was no money down. There's no annual fee. If you pay any interest, it's all a tax deduction because it's part of your business. You earn a Jeweler Reward point for every dollar that you spend, which I love. So that will give you Jeweler Reward points. They get you free catalogs, again, free jewelry, free registration to trainings that are national in the area. It also has an interest-free option, so listen up to this. With your interest-free option, if you put that authorization and application fee, that $395, plus the My Premier Boutique, that $475, and you pay it off within 6 months, they defer the interest, so it's like you're paying cash for it. And again, if you're working your business, we make 50%, so that gets paid off really quick. And that is, again, what I love about Premier. So what do you have to lose? Now, if you invest in the My Premier Boutique, your entire startup cost is covered by the value of the jewelry, which is $1,200. So you can literally just sign up, get this $475 kit, and it's still worth $1,200. So you can still sell it off for that too, which again, you really have nothing to lose. You'd make your money back that you signed up to come into. But again, who doesn't love jewelry, and who doesn't love it when they get it for free? So as long as you're sharing about and excited about what you're doing in your new business venture, other people are going to be excited too, because they're going to want that free bling. Who doesn't want it? There's always a time for new jewelry. So remember, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you'll keep getting what you've been getting. Could this be the change that you've been needing? So now this choice is up to you. And if Premier Designs can meet a need in your life, we would love to help you get started in this business. And real quickly, I just wanted to put out there that, like I said, I started this business. November will be 7 years. At that point in time, I had an 18-month-old at home, and I was working from home, and I wanted to find a way to get out. Making a little bit of extra cash did not sound that bad as well. So that was really fun for me. At this point in time, though, I didn't need it financially. Fast forward to, it was about 4.5 years later, I was then a single mom of 2 boys, and the income that I made in this business to just do for fun, to get out of the house, actually kept me in the house with my boys, so I didn't have to uproot them after my divorce. And now, this past year on September 1st, I resigned from my full-time job and just exclusively work Premier full-time. So I'm able to have more time with my kids and work this business when I don't have my boys, and have that schedule and flexibility to be with them when I do have it. So this might not be for you, but it may be for someone you know. And we have a referral program, which you should talk to your jeweler that invited you on this call for, because we also need people sharing this message, because it does change, it can change your life, like, and it does, because it has mine. So if you see yourself, where do you see yourself on this scale from 1 to 10? If you see yourself on this scale at 10, call up that jeweler right now and say, hey, I want in on this. I want to just try it out. Because we all love to dress up and feel better about ourselves. And guess what? As jewelers, we get to do that for other people. We get to show them how beautiful they look when they try on this beautiful jewelry. And it does help people and enrich other people's lives. So if this is something that you might see yourself doing, or think that you can do this, or have always wanted to try this direct sales business but don't know where to go, I promise you that Premier is a company that will stand behind you, and that we will help you and run right next to you if that's what you want us, if that's what you need us to do with you. If you're working, we'll work right alongside of you to help you get there. So what is really great about watching this video is that by tomorrow at 9 a.m., what's going to happen is, if you sign up to be a jeweler by that time, you are going to get put in a raffle for $100 cash or $200 in free jewelry. Now, if you sign up after 9:01 to midnight tomorrow night, you'll still get entered into that raffle, but it'll go down to $50 cash or $100 in jewelry. And you get to choose which one you'd like. And each of them, if you're going to be putting into that business, you can use either one of those. So it's really great. This will help you with your business in either way. And I really want to be able to answer any of your questions. So if you have any questions, you can always talk to the jeweler that invited you on tonight, or you can also ask them to contact me directly, because I'd be more than happy to let you know more about my story, about Premier, talk to the jeweler who invited you on, and listen to a little bit about their story. Because even if you're here to make a car payment a month, or pay off your son's braces, or set a little bit more extra money for retirement, or pay off those student loans, whatever it is that you are thinking of doing Premier for, I promise you, if you work it, it will work with you. If you have any questions, please let us know, and I hope you found this very helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in Premier soon. Thanks a lot.